So, how have you found MIPIM this year then Joe? How have you compared it to previous years? Yeah,
It's been really good, I think. I think it's been one of those where the weather has been worse than normal. However,
it's been
it
raining
doesn't.
a lot.
It has been raining a lot. It doesn't currently look like that now.
No.
So I'm quite glad the sun has saved
The
itself.
sunglasses have come on.
The sunglasses have come on, which has been good. I think it's been.
Any sun cream on? Or?
There's no sun cream on, but that's definitely something we need to do for next year. Plus, probably a Build Zone brolly, I'm thinking. But yeah, I think it's been really good. I think the weather inhibits you a little bit in terms of getting from venue to venue.
Yeah.
But I think certainly from our event yesterday, we had a really good turnout. The atmosphere was really good. There was lots of good networking and discussions going on. Really good vibe in there.
Similar numbers to last year.
Yeah, it was quite surprising really, because you've got to get, as I said, from A to B. We had a really good turnout, and I think everyone loves it. There's a nice vibe, nice and relaxed, but with the right clientele of developers, contractors, architects, engineers, friends, brokers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what was was you getting? What was the kind of the general consensus about how things are going in the market? I mean, obviously we're focused on the UK, but
Yep.
how are you finding people's sort of attitudes? Was there optimism about what's going on?
I think there was, to be honest. Obviously, we meet a load of different people from a load of different walks of the property, real estate and construction world. But everyone does seem to be positive, not necessarily about the rest of 2025, but certainly looking forward into 2026 and beyond. Larger projects are obviously a bit of a problem with current blockages in the HSE and the Building Safety Regulator following the introduction of the Building Safety Act. The smaller size projects, there was quite a few people I've met over the week who have said, we've changed our strategy a little bit. We're going to be focusing on maximum 6 stories to kind of get projects out of the ground quicker than you would do if it was 18 metres and above. So, yeah, I think the general consensus is they'd like more sun in Cannes next year. But, yeah, optimism is definitely a word that's been used quite a lot, I think.
Indeed. And for us at Build Zone, what is it that you think? Why do we come to MIPIM? What do you think we get out of it? Is it just brand awareness? Is it the opportunities that we get on the back of those conversations that we have at the event?
We've had this conversation before. I think it's a range of different things. From the outside, people may think you just want a week in the sun.
An excuse to meet developers, but in a nice place.
Exactly, yeah. Are you just meeting the people you meet in London, but in the south of France? And the honest answer is yes, some of the time. But actually, I think it's a very good brand awareness thing. We've worked hard over the last 4 or 5 years to build up that Build Zone presence. We're now renowned, one, as a market-leading latent defects, inherent defects and structural defects provider. We're also renowned for putting on a very good event that people want to come to. So it's great every single year, and I think this year has probably been the best in terms of meeting new potential clients than it has before.
Yeah.
And I think actually a bit of rain and cloud has helped, because you tend to have a little bit more time with people.
Yeah, people are sticking around, wanting to chat, not rushing off.
Exactly, yeah. If the
sun
was
get
out,
a chance to have those conversations that you wouldn't have back in the UK.
Absolutely. I think if the sun was out, people tend to dip in and out for 1 or 2 coffees, obviously. But actually, when it is raining and cloudy and a bit cold, and you can't get a taxi and you can't go from A to B, they tend to spend more time at the event they want to go to, and I think that really showed in our event yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's been.
And so, do you think we go into MIPIM sometimes thinking, we're going to get a deal out of this, or do you think actually that's just an added bonus, and it's really about just having those conversations, making sure we're meeting the right people?
I think if we look back on, the first time we didn't do an event, and then since we've been doing the events, the return on investment isn't instantaneous like it is in some things, is it? So I think we know over time those events pay for themselves and more, and that's shown in the historical events we've done, where you will meet someone, you will do a deal. We've done probably 10, 15 deals over the last couple of years, I would say, from people we've met at MIPIM, which more than pays for the event and obviously us coming out. And I think that's just going to grow year on year, even though it might not be instantaneous within that kind of 12-month period.
Yeah.
So I think it is just about keep doing what we're doing, keep growing the brand, keep growing the presence, keep inviting more of the right people along.
And it's great just to keep those existing relationships going, isn't it?
Of course it is. We've both had, I think, instances this week where, Pete and I went to a meeting and, we spent pretty much an hour and a half with an FD of a huge developer who we do have a relationship with, but you will never get 90 minutes of that guy's time in the UK. There's just too many things going on.
Yeah.
You've had the same as well. So, yeah, I think it is carry on doing what we're doing. Maybe go slightly bigger, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's in the plans then?
Well, I think we did talk about maybe putting on a five-a-side tournament, which I'm still
I mean, that would be
semi-interested in, as well as obviously doing the usual event. So, yeah, just trying to, you try to, obviously there's so many bars, there's so many restaurants, so many cafes, obviously lovely beaches. You want to try to do something different.
Yeah.
You know, over the years, people have done tennis tournaments, paddle tournaments, all that sort of stuff. So it's trying to come up with something that little bit unique that people will want to come to, as opposed to just another general event, which could be anywhere. So yeah, trying to think outside the box a little bit.
Yeah.
But still keeping that vibe that they like at a Build Zone event.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see what we do in 2026 then.
Yeah, we'll reserve the same venue again for next year, so that's a good start.